exhibition are both mass media. They are, in fact, media broadcasts.
Yes, thank
So
you.
I am worried about that double jeopardy provision.
Yes, thank you, Attorney Salalima. Okay, yes, we tend to concentrate on the libel clause. There are others also, the data. No? But I think one thing that came out here earlier this morning, was that I think everybody feels that ASIC is really a nice guy. No? Now, the point is, including for the Commissioner on Human Rights, no? When we write the IRRs, we write them to be as protective as possible. No? We're not saying that it's going to cure the law completely, but we have to take safeguards. Let us assume that ASIC is no longer at DOJ, in other words. No? Perhaps, do we have a last question from the audience? Okay, Miss.
Hello, ako po si Nika Dumlao from Foundation for Media Alternatives. Nagkakita namin ni ASIC before sa ICT for PhD, and he's really a nice guy. Now, the problem is, paano pag hindi na siya? Yun yata yung sasabihin ni Mr. Yu. Na paano pag hindi na siya, yung nasa DOJ, and hindi na siya si Cybercrime at doj.gov.ph. So, parang, niisip namin, ano na yung mangyayari? And the thing is, ang sinasabi kasi namin ang appeal namin sa DOJ is wag mo na tayo mag-IRR. Mag-usap muna tayo kung tama ba talaga yung batas. 'Di ba? Mag-usap muna tayo doon kasi tingin namin, kakasabi nga rin ni Sir na hindi masasagot nung IRR yung mga imperfections ng batas. Yon. And in the end, baka mamaya, parang nagawa na natin tong mga prosesong to. Sampal din to sa mga tao. So, yun lang po. Ang tanong ko lang kay Sir Sina, kung ano ba talaga yung gagawin na ninyo? Kasi questionable tong batas na to and I think you know that.
Thank you. The good news is I still have 30 years in the service before I retire, so hopefully we'll build up the institution enough time. The better news is when I'm personally gone, there'll be a nicer guy who will take our places here in front, and hopefully that'll be the history of the Philippines. But going to your point, yes, that is a very ideal approach. We will try to do what we can, but of course we also are required to come up with the IRR in 90 days. No? So it's a catch-22 phrase. Hopefully we'll have a ideal law or a better law or amended law. We all want that, not only in this law as mentioned, but in all our laws which we have not measured. We measure how well a person dresses, how a senator looks good, but we never measure our quality of laws. We don't have indicators for it's a good law, it's a bad law, if it meets the criteria of regulation. So we'll try to manage the process. It's a process that's of change that compels and requires us to come up with very good IRR, to do our best to harmonize, not to cure or to fix or to remedy. We are the principal law agency, we know the law, so we will not try to do anything beyond the law. At the same time, being very attuned to the Supreme Court petitions, to the pending legislation, how we can harmonize it. Make no mistake, the priority is going after transnational organized crime. The Department of Justice is up there with the Commission on Human Rights in protecting civil liberties. So those are the bedrock principles that we will adhere to. Thank you.
Any last comments from the panel?
Just wanted to make a comment now that this is definitely a landmark bill because of the topic that it covers. And I actually have I feel good and bad about it. Good because we've been pushing for this for so long and we really need it. In the last Congress, I really pushed for it very hard. But obviously it didn't get passed in that time. But now that it's there, it really brings the whole country into the digital age. But of course, like any other laws, it's not always perfect. The process is not perfect and what ends up is not perfect. So that's what I think we still have to thank ASEC for organizing this forum, for letting people air out their grievances and point out the criticisms in an intellectual forum so that steps can be taken to improve it. Not just, posting criticisms without being able to get responses. So we have to thank ASEC for that. He seems very dedicated to making this law work. So I think to end this on a positive note, I think we're very happy with the feedback from the affected constituents, and we just continue to work together with further dialogue to help it work. Maybe there's not going to be an easy solution. The IRR won't cure everything. Maybe amendments are necessary down the road, but the first step is the dialogue, and I think this is a very good first step.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Ray Rojas Chua.